everybody. Today we're going to go back to reading Kick / septiplier. So here we go. Jack's final class of the day finally finished. He went out to the front of the school and waited for Emmett to leave the building, as he normally walked home with him. His phone buzzed. He smiled, took out his phone and unlocked it. Get home safe, smiley face. Thanks, smiley face. You too. I'm already home, but thanks anyway, smiley face. You got home that quick? My house isn't too far away from the school, and my last class isn't far away from the front entrance. I also parked quite close to the school today, and I have a car. After that last fact, of course. Oh, ... You have a car, ... Winky face. That does narrow it down, Jack. Winky face. Damn, ... You're cute when you're frustrated. Smiley face. Even if I can't see you. Jack's cheeks burned for what felt like a millionth time that day. Jack was about to type a response, but Emmett walked up to him. Hey, sorry it took me so long, Emmett said. Ready to go? Yeah, Jack said, locking his phone. They began to walk together in silence before Emmett broke it. So I've never really asked, what's your sexuality? Bye, Jack answered quickly and quietly. I've told you before. I must have forgotten, Emmett said. I don't like talking about it. People call me faggot enough as it is. I don't need people confirming it. Jack then realized something. Wait, does the mystery boy know? How does the mystery boy know that I like guys too? I don't know, man, Emmett said. You told him, didn't you? ... You know who it is, Jack discovered. Emmett sighed. Guilty as charged. Damn it, Emmett, Jack explained. Who is it? He doesn't want me to tell you, Emmett said. Sorry, man. Jack groaned. Ugh. Come on, he whined. Nah, Emmett said. Maybe later. You have to tell me, Jack said. At least sooner or later. Patience, young one, Emmett said, turning to walk up his sidewalk to his house. You're younger than me, Jack called as Emmett opened the door to his home and waved. Then Jack was alone. He walked the rest of the way home and decided to message Miss Rio. I got home, okay. Sorry I didn't respond earlier. Emmett came up and we walked home. Oh, thank God. I thought something happened to you. I know that Emmett knows who you are. How? Emmett said things stupid and I figured it out. I'm not dumb, you know. I never said you're stupid, Jack. Jack didn't respond right away. The other boy sent him another message. He didn't tell you who I was, did he? No, I tried to get him to, but he didn't tell me. I'll tell you soon enough. I'm just not ready to quite yet. Why the bloody hell can't you tell me yet, Jack? What? I'm sorry. Jack was too stubborn to respond. I want to tell you, I really do, but I can't. Why not? Because of your reputation? When Jack got no response, he huffed out in frustration. Jack was right. The other boy was wrong. I'm sorry, was the response that Jack finally received minutes later. You should be. Jack didn't know why he was angry. He honestly understood why the mystery boy would want to keep his reputation. Jack wasn't popular. Not many people liked him. If the other boy was popular, people would think he was weird for being around Jack. No one particularly hated Jack, but no one really liked him either. He was one of the very few outcasts at school. He didn't really have a group or unique necessary, but he did have one good friend and a secret admirer. So that should count for something. I'll see you tomorrow. was the unknown boy's response, and with that, Jack was alone once again. Author's note. Hi! Yeah. I have literally nothing to say, and I have no idea why I'm typing in all caps. I love you. Bye-bye. Chapter 4. The next day at school was slow. Jack said very few words to Emmett before his first class, and was not looking forward to math, as he didn't do his homework. And it was at least favorite class. He hadn't received any messages on Kick from the boy. He was honestly a bit worried about him, though he figured that he was just fine. The class finally finished and he was off to English next. Once the bell rang, the teacher began to talk. Okay, class. Today we're going to start a project about Romeo and Juliet. And I'll choose your partners for you, so you actually get some work done. She seemed to look directly at Jack, then because he wasn't the best completing his work. A couple of people seemed to notice. They snickered under their breath at Jack. Okay. The teacher started up again. Emmett, you go with Liam. Mark, you're with Jack. And then she listed off names. Jack was beyond pissed. He crossed his arms and sat back in his chair. McGuffins began quite annoying. After the teacher was done listing off names, Mark got up and walked closer to Jack. Hey, said Fishbuck. Hi, Jack said in an unhappy tone. Hey, you don't have to be so rude, Mark said, pulling up a chair. I'm not that bad, you know. Jack scuffed. Ugh. I can't wait until this stupid project was done with. Should be easy enough, Mark said, smiling at Jack. A few minutes of awkward silence passed, and then Mark broke it. You seem a little distracted. Mark sighed. I am. Want to talk about it? Mark asked. If you don't want to, that's fine. He was actually being really nice. Jack was happy, and he wasn't being a complete douche. Max smiled a little bit, and I just had a bit of an argument with a friend. I didn't even know his name. He just randomly messaged me through Kick not too long ago. I was rude to him yesterday, so we haven't talked since, and I'm quite worried about him. Well, that sounds crazy. No, Jack said. A goofy smile tugged at the corner of his lips. Doesn't sound crazy at all. But do you know anything about this guy? I know that he goes to this school and is in a few of my classes. I haven't really figured out who it is, though, Jack explained, but he couldn't believe he was talking to Mark, him of all people, about this. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough, Mark said. He seems like a pretty nice guy. He's wonderful, Jack said, and then realized Mark didn't know that he wasn't straight. Jack cleared his throat. He's a great friend. Mark looked a bit disappointed. Jack was curious as to why, but he didn't put too much thought into it. Could I come over after school today? Mark asked. You know, to work on the project? Oh, Jack said. Sure, you got a car? Yeah, Mark said. I'll meet you out front after school. Jack nodded right when the bell rang. The teacher held out copies of Romeo and Juliet on the way out. That Jack took. Then he went through a painfully slow and very uneventful day until it was finally time to go home. He went outside of the school and sat on the bench out front. He felt his phone buzz. It was him. Sorry I haven't messaged you in a bit. Kind of been stressed and busy. I'm not mad at you, though, smiley face. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Mark smiled, and his thoughts were interrupted by Mark walking up to him and smiled. Ready to go? Mark Jack nodded and stood up, putting his phone in his pocket. As they walked up to Mark's car, a few of Mark's friends walked up to the duo. "Hey, Mark," Jake said. "What are you doing hanging out with this faggot?" "Don't fucking call him that," Mark muttered under his breath. "What was that? Couldn't hear you." Mark grabbed the collar of his shirt and spat out, "I said, don't fucking call him that." Jake just laughed, while the others around him continued to call Jack names like pussy and annoying little shit, and also put a quick kill yourself bag. Jack was hurt by their words, but he was used to the tormenting. Mark was getting angry at the group. "Shut the fuck up," he finally yelled. "Stop with the name calling already and go the hell away." They muttered incoherent words to each other and finally left. "Fucking pricks," Mark said quietly. After they were inaudible, Mark looked at Jack. "You okay?" Jack nodded, not taking the fear, bursting into tears. Mark hugged Jack right there and then. "I'm so sorry." "It's okay," Jack said, letting out a few tears. "Really?" Mark left the hug. "Oh my God, you're crying." But he didn't say it tauntingly, no. He just said it if it was his fault, worriedly. Jack wiped his tears. "Just never had anyone stood up for me like that before." Author's note. So yeah, literally got nothing to say. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, depending on where you are in the world. Love you. Bye-bye. Okay, so we had a good read. So next we'll be doing chapter 5 and 6. And I'm very sorry for all the noises in the background. My dogs were fighting. So if you liked this and enjoyed the reading, I'm sorry for the mistakes I made in it. I couldn't really read some of the words, but I hope you liked it. And I hope you do have a wonderful day or night. So I'll see you guys later. The next chapter will be coming out very soon. Bye.